Alright guys, it is New Year's Eve and I finally figured out this battery wasn't coming off. And I think I finally figured that out. Goes on a little tight. The thing is, with this battery, I noticed when I first got it, oh, do I have the right key? No. It seems very loose, okay? So, even when it's locked in, which right now I think it's supposed to be locked in. Try turning it on. Alright, very good. We got a full battery. We're going to turn this off here for a second. And I noticed something else, guys. Look at this. So, this is supporting this battery now. And what I want to do is get it to pull out where it won't hit, you know, it's like maybe right there, as far as I can go, and maybe get like a washer that goes across here. But for now, these are just, I think, tapped into this piece of metal, which I'm gonna end up taking those out and putting some bolts in, and I'm, like I said, maybe a washer that goes across both of them to really support this thing. But for now, let's see what we have. As far as washers, you know, something not like this, but not really seeing anything. More like a bracket. Like I could make one and cut one off of like an old reflector bracket or something like that. But for now, we're just gonna try to tighten this. I don't think there's a bolt behind it. So yeah, it doesn't fit the greatest. That one fit better. This one's a little stripped out or something. I'm gonna get something smaller for that. Let's see what I got here. I don't know if this little one here will fit, but oh yeah, that's a little better. Get a little bit of torque on it, but it's stripped out. Definitely need to change these out. I'm going to put some Torx bolts on there. Alright, let's try to get a bit on there and see if we can do something with that. Switch it around here. Alright, let's see. Smaller one. You know, a lot of times the drill, this ain't an impact, it's just a Hercules Harbor Freight drill. A lot of times up stripping out, you know, but I'm going to change these out anyways. I just want to see if I can try to, oh yeah, got a little more out of that one. And a little more out of that one. I think if I put a square bit in here, it'd probably work better. But that's going to work for now, guys. Let's look at how more stable this is. It's not even moving. I mean, see, this is that little bit of wiggle that I've been always dealing with. right? So I have this piece of foam that I just stick right there. Alright guys, the temperatures are snowy and cold, not a lot of wind, but I'm not sure what the temperature is. I'm going to say like around 24 or 25 maybe. And it is snowing. And I don't have a rear blinker. I just tried to turn it on and it is burnt out, but I have a front headlight and I have the front flasher on my light. So here we go. Might have to take my glasses off because it's kind of a wet snow. Alright, here we are. I'm going to pull over onto the sidewalk or something when I can here and get my glasses off. Wow, this thing is cooking now. I got the battery charged, and yesterday I had a problem with it, with the battery. All of a sudden I was pedaling, and it was because my battery wasn't locked down and it popped off the battery rack, so it wasn't making a connection. So glad that my bike is back, but here we are. Just took my glasses off and here we go. I'll try to adjust this camera a little bit. Sorry guys if my finger gets in the way a little bit. Just gotta unscrew this, get it a little looser. There we go. Alright, let's rip. New Year's Eve, do you guys have any resolutions? I recently quit my job, quit drinking, and it's been very hard. Don't have a car, and so, but just trying to stay positive, right? When you hit your rock bottom, sometimes that's when the best comes out of you, and that you can really pull out some of the best stuff you've ever done in your life. I have been there so many times, and I actually don't mind it. I just have accumulated so much now that and I'm older, that, you know, I'm beyond living in vehicles and losing my apartment and stuff like that. So I need to find work ASAP. But in the meantime, hey, look what we're doing, man. We're having a great time and loving each day and the ride time that we have. Well, these people haven't shoveled still. It's been a couple snowfalls. Thank you for shoveling. Whew. Feels good, man. I was so freaked out yesterday when I had this, because I rode it the day before and I didn't put it on the charger, so I had like half a battery, and it's been cold, right? I'm like, no problem, this bike is awesome. I go and I take it out and it just stops on me, and I freaked out because it's been wet. Thought maybe it got wet or something, but the battery just came unattached from the cradle, and that's the only thing that I found so far about that bike that I bought, other than the front shock was garbage. And it was just really small, but I'm a big guy, you know, what can you say about that? You know, you can't really say much. about the size, because it just always is small for me. But so I'm always going to say something small. Even this bike, how big it is, it doesn't, even with the seat all the way back, it doesn't give me a proper pedal stroke, but it's close. Woo! We are doing it. Alright guys, get out and ride, man. This is a great time. I'm telling you, it's slushy, salty, your bike's gonna get dirty. This is a classic, and I really don't want to be out here doing this, but see, that sidewalk's closed off and they don't have it plowed, and it's just bullshit. Right in front of Cousin Subs. This is where I blew my planetary gears last year on my other e-bike. And it was because, you know, they didn't shovel in front of this business on the sidewalk, and then people walked through it, right, and it was soft, and then it froze, and then I went through it on my e-bike, and I'm just bouncing all around, and I actually went too far here. I should go back on the sidewalk maybe, but so I need to go across the street in that driveway over there. Here we go. Woohoo! I am loving this bike, you guys. It just doesn't have very good brakes. You know, the old brakes on the rim, and when it's wet, they don't do much. I mean, at least I got something. I was afraid I wasn't going to have any rear when I did this conversion, but there is some flat on the back, and I do have, you know, a little bit of stopping power back there. Whew! Fingers are starting to get cold. I don't even know where I'm going. Where am I going? Oh yeah, I was going to stop the video. Alright, stay tuned.